Hey, how's it
Good. How are you
going?
doing, sir?
Well, just as good as ever.
If you were any better, you'd be two people, right? Or whatever any
Yeah, we
number
can
of
go.
those sayings are. First and foremost, let me apologize to you and to everybody watching this after the fact. This is actually take two. Uh, and
We
Rob is
got
being a.
a we got in a
That's
practice
right. We
game
did.
first, as
We
it
did.
turns
I
out.
we had some technical issues last week, as is always going to happen, apparently, at random points. Yeah, the audio track for Rob's side of things did not record, so we're doing this again tonight. But that's okay. I mean, more games is not a bad thing. I love playing Commands and Colors, so any opportunity to do this again. And we will say this officially. You you beat the stuffing out of me last week. It
I was
was
gonna say,
decisive.
these random
That's
technical
right.
issues that
I thought
sprout up
about that.
just so happen to sprout up when
Oh,
I issue an epic beatdown.
I felt horrible.
And after the fact, it's, oh, Rob, I'm sorry, it didn't record. It's like none of it ever
Oopsie.
happened.
Yeah.
So
So
sorry.
officially, it was 7-1 in Rob's favor last week. So yes, that is the official tally. But that's an asterisk because it didn't happen, right? Right. But I really appreciate. I'm
Uh,
sorry about that. I just felt heart sick after I saw that. Because I always
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure you were just
devastated.
absolutely
Clearly,
crestfallen. Not as sorry as I was, Patrick.
that'll never happen again. I'm sure. Today, I am watching and I see the audio is coming through, so we're good to go today. Good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Um, and what was also disappointing, but we're gonna get to hear it again tonight, is the fantastic historical background of Freeman's farm. You did it so nice, you get to do it twice. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the historical background of the Battle of Saratoga and Freeman's farm?
So this is the first half of the Battle of Saratoga, and the first game that you and I played in this series was actually the second half, the Battle of Bemis Heights. So we started off with the second half, and now we're doing the first half, the real opening act for Saratoga. I mean, this battle is capturing sort of the first contact between the two armies when the British have been advancing slowly but steadily, sometimes more slowly than steadily, but fairly steadily down from Canada, where they had gathered this huge army, or huge by revolutionary standard, not overwhelming, but they had gathered an army in Canada, Quebec, and had come down the St. Lawrence, down through the Lake Champlain and Hudson River corridor, and been planning on trying to make it as far as Albany. Of course, there's two other armies involved here, the army under General Clinton coming up from New York, and then Mary St. Ledger coming with another army from the west over Lake Ontario and down the Mohawk River to Albany. And on paper, there had been talk about all three of these armies at least trying to cooperate with each other, if not outright meeting in one place. And as time has gone on and more documents are uncovered, and historians today kind of realize that the plan of those three armies meeting was not quite as solid as maybe we had thought in the past, that there had been some understanding that things might work out differently and they might kind of adapt and do different things depending on what the Americans did. So, but we certainly know that by the time General Burgoyne, who's the British commander here, gets to this point where this battle is happening, he's at the end of a long supply line, and he has burned up a lot of his supplies and lost a lot of men in small battles and skirmishes prior to this, and has spent a couple very difficult months. Campaign had gone pretty well up to the beginning of July when they captured Fort Ticonderoga, pretty close to the south end of Lake Champlain. But at that point, he has to get off of the waterways and kind of do a lot of his advance over land. There isn't real a good water connection between Lake Champlain and the Hudson River, so he's got to send most of his army over land to kind of hack their way through the forest and make their way to Fort Edward in New York, where they could resume their advance down the river. And it's at that point where he really feels the reality of fighting this war in the wilderness, where there are no roads and there's no easy transportation. There are certainly loyalists in the area that come to his army and give him aid, but there's more that are not friendly to his cause and are looking to kind of slow and impede their advance as much as they can. So they have to deal with for several months with the local population and then the Continental Army units that are in the area, doing things like felling trees over the roads, clogging up the small creeks and waterways that do exist, so that the British can't use boats on them to move supplies. Just general harassing kind of raids, taking a shot at them and then disappearing into the woods, that kind of stuff. So all of that really conspires to hurt Burgoyne and the British quite a bit. They still have a sizable army. They still, compare well on paper to the Americans. But at this point here, where this battle begins, the scenario that we're playing, the British have definitely taken some hits. And even though you think normally of the British as being a really professional, experienced army, and they are as a whole, but these units that are on the field here at Saratoga actually are not very experienced. They consist largely of recruits that are pretty new to the Army and have not seen much fighting before this. And these Continental Army units that are here, some of them have been brought up from the South, where they were part of Washington's army and they got experience in the battles after the retreat from New York and the fighting in New Jersey, Trenton, Princeton, battles like that. So some of these units actually are not new to battle, and as a if you look at these two armies as a whole, the Americans actually have more combat experience than the British. So there isn't quite that same disadvantage that existed early on of the American rabble trying to scrape together some semblance of a professional army in the face of these diehard professionals. It's not quite the case here because they're on much more even footing. So all of those things are kind of working against the British, and though historically they got the upper hand of the Americans in this first part of the battle, they at least held the field at the end of the day, even though they suffered unsustainable casualties. They lost, I think, almost 800 casualties altogether in killed, wounded, and missing, which when you're talking an army of only a few thousand, that can't take that many casualties and expect to keep on fighting. So it was very much a Pyrrhic victory for the British on this first day here. And after this, they go into a defensive shell. And there is the second half of this Battle of Saratoga, which we played in our first setting, where the British are just trying to hold on. And of course, they get the short end of the stick that day too, and eventually have to retreat back up towards Saratoga, where they surrender eventually. So, but this scenario here is showing where the two armies really make strong contact in the beginning. I think we had said too about how the map here probably looks a little more open than it would have in reality. Talking about the woods and how heavily, thickly wooded the terrain was in this area and the lack of roads. Movement on this map is probably a little easier than it would have been for them in reality, which may just be a concession for game sake of the game and not having to cover the entire map board with woods tiles, which I can understand. But I think in reality, the not knowing what's out there, especially for the British, they have some Indian allies that help them with scouting and are able to give them a little bit of an idea of what's out there, but not much. And you and I today here, Patrick, looking down on this map board, knowing the exact location of every unit on the field and its exact strength is, a million times more information than either commander would have had on the real thing. So we're not going to get quite the
True.
same, fog of battle or fog of war.
Concessions have been made
Not have to
for.
deal with those issues they would
Right.
have, but it's understand. It's a game. It's a simplified version of the game, and it's you and I both enjoy this system very much. So I'm not going to bash it too much because it doesn't go to the level of detail that you could go into if you really wanted to
Right.
do that.
Right. And I think in other variations of games where I've seen sort of this level of detail, which is really only one or two, but on maps of the area around Freeman's farm, there seems to be the abstraction or concession for playability of a large oasis of cleared farmlands, as you would expect, where the
Hmm.
armies can
Hmm.
at least face off and have some ability to maneuver for as much as that is. But yes, the hacking and slashing that leads to that point is probably pretty considerable. We have been abstracted a little bit for fun's sake here, because otherwise
Oh yeah.
we would not be going anywhere quickly. But that was great. Thank you. As always, I learn something every time you tell the story. So if hopefully this will be the second and only
I
time.
make up new things every time
That's
that you
right.
never knew.
That's right. And yes, for some of our sticklers out there, the map is oriented so that the north is to the bottom, or the British side of the map, and the Continentals are on the southern end. So that is heading southward towards Albany, as you said, and the Hudson River is on our left side as we're looking at the game board here. So, well, great. Let's. I'm going to open up the scenario information here and just kind of review that very quickly. You gave an exceptionally good overview there, so we don't need to go through all that paragraph of information. But the battle notes themselves, this is fairly equal on paper. It's going to be 5 cards each with 4 combat cards for each side. So that already balanced. 7 victory banners tonight, which if it was anything like last week, it will be a barn burner again, I hope. What's interesting about this one is the opening move is not scripted. It is completely based on card play. So Rob and I will each take a command card, put them on the table, flip them over, and whoever has the fewer amount of units activated will get to go first. So there's a little bit of gaminess there, depending on if you want to go first or second. And we will have no opening cannonade on this one. Oh, and if there's we roll 6 dice if we do happen to activate 1 each, and then we'll do a tie break with 6 dice, and the most sabers will then go first. But I don't anticipate that'll happen, but maybe it will. You never know. So I was trying to think back. Was there anything that I could have done differently? Certainly last time. Will I probably be as cavalier this time? Maybe. It all comes down to what cards I get, of course. So
I was trying to remember. I know you failed some rally checks, and did you have a
I
leader
did.
loss
I
in
had
there
1
too?
leader
Am I?
loss, and
Yeah, you had
4
some
of my
bad
rally checks.
luck
Yeah,
with the
4 of
dice.
my rally checks all failed, and with
Really?
sizable
Oh,
units. So hopefully that won't happen again.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna draw cards. So 5 and 4, I believe, was what we get. Okay, I have my cards.
All right, I'm drawing up.
Let me see what card I wish to play. I think I will play that one onto the table.
Let me see. I think I'm gonna take this one.
Okay, so I will flip and show I've done 2 simply. That's now technically yours would activate the most, right? With that line command, more than 2.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I think I would use it to do
Right.
pretty much, everybody who's in range of you,
Yeah.
at least the front group of 5. So that's definitely what I probably
Okay.
use it for. So I think we probably say you have
I
ordered the
would,
fewest, so
yes.
you go
And so you
first.
get to put that back. I have to
Okay.
use this card as my opening. So, all right. Let's see here. I think I will activate these 2, the Grenadiers and Fraser, and they'll just go like that. It's just a simple move, and I will get a combat card for my troubles. So I will draw a command card and another combat card. And that is all for me.
All right. I'll do my line command then. I'll do all of these, even though not everyone is gonna take a shot. Let's shift some guys over here. Yeah, I think I'll leave core where he is. So that'll be it for movement. So let's see, everybody moved here is not going to have enough to get anything with, except for starting with this target the guy on the end there. So he did move up. He's 1 at range, 1 for full strength, -1 for moving. So he's got 1 die at the regular on the end.
Okay. Thread the needle.
And he did.
Well, look at that. Takes a hit.
All right, so for these regulars, on that artillery there. So let's see, they did not move, so they're going to have 2 dice hit him. And got
Wow.
1 hit on them.
Very nice.
I think we'll stick with that same unit, working our way down the line. So 2 more dice coming at him. And there we go. We're kind of locked
Eating
in
up my
tonight.
cannon.
And we'll rinse and repeat with the militia. Also with 2 dice.
They can
Ignore the flag. All right, so let's do this infantry on the end here. So he's going to have 2 dice at that guy. Hit on him.
Zeroed in.
It's a nice opening volley so far.
Okay.
And the last one, the rifle doing the same thing. 2 dice at the now wounded regular. Oh. Should have been shooting at those guns. Okay.
All right. The decisions. I think we'll start with that. Might as well go bold. See if we can't do a little damage here up front.
Wait. Huh?
I will also play a reform card. So discard that. And I'm going to try to reform the regulars here on the left that were injured. So 2 dice for being adjacent to the leader. And no help at all. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do this one, this one, this one. Okay. So we'll order those 3 infantry units. Go there, there, and there. Let's see what we can do. We'll start on this end here. They will attack the lights. The lights, of course, have an option to retire.
Yeah, they do. I guess I'm going to chance it and I'll stay, so I won't.
Okay.
It will not
I
retreat.
think all I'm going to get is just 1 die, because it would be 2 at that range, and then they moved, so it's just 1. So
yeah, that's what
here
it
we
looks
go.
like.
1 die. And they can ignore that, of course.
And then I'll get 3 dice back at you. I don't get sabers, though, with these guys, so I get something other than that.
Okay. So
1 hit and a retreat.
And 1 retreat. And actually, I think they'll retreat. Oops. Into the woods there. And
Okay.
Here's their rally check. 2 dice. And they are okay. Alright, go with this one next.
But they got lucky.
They did. Flee into the woods, boys! Alright, again, just 1 die at this range.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 hit.
They make the most of it.
Fair.
All right, so I take 2 dice back at you.
Very much so, yes. Alright.
I will see you. You'll hit.
Alright, and then the Grenadiers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some training, because they are Grenadiers.
Oh, but you already... The bayonet attack card already allows you to not... Oh, we forgot that, actually. I'm sorry. See the bayonet attack card? It says you can melee with no movement reduction.
Okay.
We
I
didn't
did
throw
not.
that
Right.
into your
Okay.
other.
So
Sorry, I
yeah, no, that was
overlooked
me
it too.
too. Because I get that one confused with the other at the quick step. Okay.
Yeah,
So we'll take that back, and I will just throw a single die here against your light. We'll just see what happens there.
yeah. Do another die at both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been 2 flags.
So okay, yeah. Now we
So
are.
yeah, let's. Yeah.
Unfortunately, now this is
This is.
problematic because all right, this is
Yeah.
changing
So
things.
let's
All right.
let's.
So
You want to just roll it all the way back and just hit the undo button a few times?
I mean, well, I'm fine with. We say this guy retreated, and then um, your regular was at
Right.
3 before me. So why don't you put
Okay.
him back up there and get him a hit
There we
back?
go. Okay.
All right. So I got to do a rally check with this guy, uh, with 5 dice.
He's good. Okay.
Good.
This one then, the second one getting a second die, uh,
Hmm.
which you could ignore that.
All right. So that would have
Yeah.
been the same then, because
Okay.
stay there and then gave you your 2 hits.
Cool.
So okay.
And
Yeah.
then
Now we're
the
good.
grenadier, so it'll be.
And make sure to take back your
I
training
did.
card there.
I thought I did.
You did? I
Yeah.
still
So do
see it
I.
down there.
Yeah. It didn't. It did not drag in. Okay.
There we go.
Flip.
Now we
There we
got
go.
it. Okay.
All right. So the grenadiers then at these regulars here will be
Hmm.
3 dice.
I think I'm going to use
Okay.
this
That's probably a good one.
to flee from these charging grenadiers. So you get your 4 dice, but only
Only
infantry
infantry symbols.
symbols.
Okay, no sabers. Here we go. 4 dice. Or 3 dice, excuse me. 3 dice.
No, it's 4, right?
Grenadiers are.
3 at range, and then 1 more for full
Oh, of
strength.
course. Yes. Okay, so here's one more die. So 3 flags, which do
One
not
more.
count for anything, which is a damn good roll. All right, so big nothing.
All right. Okay. So they got to go back 2, and then they don't have to do a rally check.
Nice.
So
Okay, that's a good card.
they will
So I do have
do
the
that.
option to take ground here, but I cannot battle again. I think I
Right.
will stay prudent and not. So,
Okay.
all right, just drawing back up a command card, and I will send it back to you.
Well, that's getting at them nice and early. I guess we're going to do another line command. All of these guys.
That's a pretty good line.
So let's go like this. Who else? Put Poor over there. He'll just move his 1 over towards this side. So that's it for movement. For battles, let's start over here with Arnold shooting at that 3 strength regular. And let's see, that's going to be, he did move up there, so he's going to be 2, 3, 4, 3 dice. 3 at him. Huh.
Okay, I will. I'll play a card on that. Return fire.
You don't want to shoot Benedict now. You're going to get them. Come on now.
All right, so 2 dice. It's 2 at range, right? Two dice back.
Yeah.
Well, lucky you. You can ignore them both.
Can ignore. Much for him. The lights also shooting at them. They're going to be 2 dice total. 1
Okay.
hit. Better stay on them with these regulars, so they'll be 3 dice at these. Well, that leaves the militia. They will advance into melee with British regulars, which is generally not recommended.
They're scrappy.
But,
young,
they are
scrappy, and hungry.
So they do have 3 dice. They're not getting saber hits, so it's just 3 dice.
Okay.
Well, the flag will work.
That
We'll
will.
take that.
So we'll go there and attempt a 2 dice rally check. We get it.
Still getting lucky. Well, anytime the militia doesn't die and vaporize off the field, I feel happy. So I'll take that. Keep this regular here. We'll keep working on that light artillery battery. So he'll take 2 dice shot at them.
Man, they have
We're
zeroed
whittling them
in
down.
on them. All right, they'll ignore the hit or the retreat.
All right, let's see what these regulars can do against the British regulars in their faces. And got 2 dice at them.
Got him.
Nice.
Okay. You finally earned one the old-fashioned way.
Through sticking
That's
them with the
right.
sword. It's an honest day's work. And that leaves these militia. They will take that 2 dice shot at your grenadiers.
All
One
right.
hit. All right.
Well, well, well. All right. I think we'll assault the center. And we've got 5 units there at least. So do that. He will move up there. And I think the rest will just fire at range. They'll have a range of 1 at that point, I think. So, okay. So we'll start here. See if we can't whittle on yours as well. Target that. 2 dice there. Get hit. Move to that one. And we'll see about all that. 1 die, I believe, or 2 dice because he's full strength, and 1 for range, so 2 total. Same target. Nothing. That light unit, I think, is just a 1 at that range. Okay.
Yep.
So here's 1 die. Nothing. And finally, all right. Hamilton, we'll give them a total of 3 at that range, I believe. So here goes.
2 because they moved.
Hamilton
no,
moved,
Hamilton moved.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
right.
3
Okay,
did.
yeah. So 3, yep.
Okay, 1 hit. And that is all for me.
Okay. Well, I think I gotta go with. It's gonna blast away at each other here. Take everybody in there. So everybody's getting 1 more die than usual. Well, we'll start out with. Let's actually do these militia first. On your regulars in the woods, 2, 3, 4 dice at the regulars. Nothing you need to take. I'll do these lights. See, they're going to be 1, 2, 3 dice at those regulars. But you can ignore both of those, can't you?
It's in the woods. I think it's a type and a. Let's see. Terrain effects into the woods. 1 unit symbol from range combat. So and they're not light, so I cannot ignore the flag.
Oh, that's right.
So,
not light. Yeah,
right,
you're
so
right.
We are blocked. That. We will take that hit, and here's the rally check. 1 die. Oh, they're gone. Okay. There you go.
It's very bold, though. They earn their pay this day. So the rifles will shoot at the artillery. Let's see. Now they won't go for the regular infantry over there instead. That'll be 1, 2, 3 dice shot at these regulars.
Oh man.
I can definitely take that.
So they can ignore 1 because they're next to Phillips, and then a 2nd and a 3rd. Wow. Okay. And here's their 5 dice check. Oof. Repeat! A repeat of last week, see?
Oh, still got that magic
Apparently.
going. All right, working our way on down. That regular, going to shoot at your light artillery.
Okay.
He's going to have just one at range, 2 for the card, so 2 dice.
Mm.
And then got a
Wow.
symbol hit on them every single time.
You have to tell me where you buy your sacrificial goats for the die rolls that you're getting.
Yeah, we're pretty much picking up right
Oh
where we
yeah,
left
no, this
off
is
from
great.
last
This
time.
will be very quick tonight.
I got all kinds of time. Next guy down the line shooting at your regular infantry.
Okay.
That'll be 1, 2, 3 dice.
Man, oh man, it's got to take one. Got to take them both. So, 1, 2, and here's their 5 dice check. Ooh, barely.
Let's see, these regulars are not going to be able to hit anything, so the militia on the end will keep it up with those grenadiers. And they'll have 1, 2, 3 dice at them now. I think you have to take one of them. You can ignore one because you're a
Right.
grenadier.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one you have to take.
Okay. We'll go there. And
Okay.
they get a +1 to their rally roll, as I recall. Okay, so
Yep.
4 dice. Yeah. That was 6 dice last week
Made up
that failed on them.
four.
So they're making up for it.
Yeah, I think you did. You did
Right.
lose the grenadiers last time, didn't you? Okay.
Okay, let's see if I can't do something about this. We'll do outflanked. Activate those 4. Do a reform there on the grenadiers. So just 1 die. It does not help. All right, so they'll move up. Lights will just the light artillery will fire. The light infantry will move up, and the grenadiers will just fire. All right, start with the lights. They moved, right? So they get 2 at that range. Okay. So 2. They do not get affected by moving, so just 2. And they're full strength, so 3. 3 dice at your militia. Here it goes.
Yeah, they got to take the flag. They can't ignore that, unfortunately. They go 3 hexes, unfortunately. Even worse. Put them there. So let's see. They will be, well, +1, -1 full strength and that. So they're 4 dice
Okay.
on their rally check.
And they're good. All right.
They're okay.
And then I think the grenadier just then have a shot at your regulars there, and they're going to be able to ignore something. But 2 dice at that range.
Unit symbol.
Okay,
Yep.
2 dice. Nothing. Okay. I believe that is. Oh, I had my light artillery down here. They'll shoot at your light up here. So I think it's just 2 at that range. Full strength and single. Nothing you have to take. All right. I am scattered to the winds. This is not looking good. I need to figure out a way to concentrate here. Okay, drawing command card, and I am done.
Do that. Salt on the left. Those 5. Everybody up 1 there. See that regular will shoot your grenadier with 1 die. And you can ignore
I
that.
shall ignore that.
And the guy in town will shoot with 3 dice. Okay.
It's a pretty good card, so I will copy it so that I can activate that flank.
Okay.
All right, so we'll order those. Okay, so we'll start here with the lights.
You want to move your
Oh,
militia down
yes, I
there
did.
too?
Thank you. Yeah, I
Here comes the fearsome British militia.
they've got mortars. Um,
Oh, actually, it's important because you know who's in that unit. If it's who I think it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be the
oh, really?
loyalists with the British,
Yes.
which means that Freeman himself of Freeman's Farm fame, he was a loyalist serving in this unit, Jessup's Corps
Oh,
of loyalists with the British. So I believe Daniel, I think his first name is Daniel Freeman, is in that unit. So definitely don't
no,
leave them
no. I
out.
want. Yeah,
He's
I
trying to
want.
bring home. I can see my
I want
farm
my
up
farm
there.
back.
I want it back. Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to the light unit here will fire at your regulars. We've got 2 at range, 3 for full strength, and then back down to 2 for moving. Actually, they do, right,
Well,
yeah,
no,
so
because
3. Yes,
got the
back up to
three.
3. Okay, so here is 3 dice. A hit and a retreat.
And back he goes, and he's got 3 dice. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's okay.
Go into melee combat against these guys. Um, oh, Grenadiers, right? Grenadiers don't. No, they do. Yeah. So we will use that card.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
time
will
it'll
that will
help
help.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So they will get 3 dice at that range there,
Mm-hmm.
and just a saber hit.
And then I'll get 2 dice back at you.
Yeah, we
Can
shall
ignore
ignore
that.
that. Okay, and then I think the regulars cannot because they moved in the woods, so no battle for them. All right.
Okay.
Drawing back up. Send it to you.
Yeah, I guess we'll do this at the quick step. I can do up to 5. I definitely want to do those 2. Well, these guys will move 2, 2, 2. So I'll move the militia down there. I'll just put them in the woods right there. No ranged combat, only melee. Start with this guy.
Okay. I think we'll
Targeting your.
retire and rally on that one.
It'd be 2 at range. Another one for full strength is 3, but I'm down 1 for moving, down 1 to the woods, so I only have 1 die
Okay.
at you.
Yeah, we'll still rally on that one or retreat on that one. Evade, whatever.
Okay.
Retire.
Run. Run for your life. All right. Here's the die,
That was a good call.
and you would have had to
Yeah,
take that.
so
Yeah.
here's
Okay.
5 dice, or I don't have to do the check, right? I
No,
do.
you do, but you
Oh,
get
that's
2
right.
extra
Okay,
dice.
so it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
Okay, 7 dice.
Can you fail? Oh,
Oh
had
boy.
heart rate
Yes.
for a second.
They were wavering for a moment.
And then this guy will attack those grenadiers. And he'll be 2, 3, 4, 3 dice at those grenadiers.
Mm, mm, mm.
Nice.
Knocking on the door.
That looks like the end of Grenadier's day. I could advance and take a shot at
Sure could.
Frazier, but I don't think I'll do that. No real reason to risk anything or do anything rash like that.
Did you say rash? Huh. Okay. I'll be glad to do something rash.
Please, by all means, be
Yes.
rash, sir.
Might as well. In for a penny, in for a pound. So we're going to go there, and there, and there.
Okay.
Right.
They could not care less that their comrades had
No,
disappeared
of
around
course
them.
not. Stiff
Charge!
upper lip and all that. Um,
Well, there was quite a bit of back and forth in the Freeman's Farm fight, taking it and losing the ground and getting it back again. So I guess this is
yes.
appropriate.
All right. So the regulars here, and we do not get a movement reduction, so that's good. We'll start here.
Mm.
So these regulars will be a 2, a range, 1 for full strength. So 3 dice. Here goes.
Mm-hmm.
And we score their treat.
Gotta take that, I guess. So 5 dice on the rally check.
I tell you, man.
Do I get extra blocks if I like roll all flags?
Oh, boy.
Become...
All right. So that light unit then is going to be 2 at range, 1 for full strength. So again, just 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And do not get the saber hit. And you can ignore.
And they can ignore it.
Man, oh man, this is just not my night.
Hiding behind those buildings. All right. So 2 dice coming back at you. What?
Okay. And then Hamilton attempt to break through there with 2 at range, 3 for leader, 4 for full strength. Yes.
Oof.
4 dice,
Yeah.
there goes. Woo!
I guess that'll do it. He's on fire. He's like, I'm gonna make up for everybody else and just wallop everybody myself. All right. Well, you avoid the shutout.
Hey, right.
You got one.
We are practically back to where last week ended.
And you've
We
got
will.
juicy bullet range there.
So we're going to go after Poor.
Oh, just the poor
Right.
himself, huh?
Just poor. So the same thing, 4 dice after him. I just need a saber.
A saber, yeah. And Poor's day is done. Out he goes.
And
Well, that was effective. You were officially doing better than you did our game.
Okay. So we will draw back up and send it to you, sir.
Flanked will be our choice. And I'm going to play Reform. Use that on this guy here.
Certainly.
He'll get 2 dice to try and get one of his blocks back. He does. All right, so then take him and him. So those 2 on my left and on the right. So I'm going to play one more card as well. The Light Infantry Skirmish. On that light unit. So he's going to get to move 3 hexes through units and terrain and take his shot and then go back to where he was, basically. So he's going to go to there. And it's going to come up like that.
This could be all for the British.
That'll be it for movement. All right. So let's do over here the rifles first. Target the light infantry over on the side. There'll be 2 dice and 2 flags. So
I didn't even see that happen. Oh,
I should have cleared them off.
That's right.
It was the same
Yeah.
already.
1, 2. Okay, so 5 dice for their rally. And yes, these Germans do not mess around.
I'll keep them all in one row. So the lights will take their shot at Hamilton. Let's see. So he's 3. He still comes, or no, he doesn't come down from moving. My guy is the same, I think. Yeah, Americans are too. All right, so he does have 3 dice at Hamilton's guy.
Okay.
And 1 you do
Yeah.
have to take.
So go there, and we will get 6 dice for rally.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they rally.
And he can either stay there or he can go back to where. Yeah, I'll send him back. Okay, that was that. Let's see over here. I think Learned will just take a run at those lights,
Okay.
unless you want to run away.
No, that's fine.
So let's see. He did move. He's 2, 3, 4, 3 dice.
Mm. 2
Hits and a
hits,
retreat.
and they will retreat back to Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
And now they get a 2 dice rally check. And definitely staying today.
Well, he'll take ground and hit
Okay.
him again. So 3 dice
Now,
again.
at this point, they could retire with Fraser, right?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, I think we'll try. So go ahead.
3 dice at them. No, so
Okay,
they
so
will
they'll go
get a
into the
chance at
woods
least.
there, and 2 dice. And not today, so bad call.
Mm.
So they run away, and the
Oh no, but this is you get 2
oh,
more.
right, right,
You
right,
get
right.
2
Of
extra.
course,
So roll 2
yes. I
more.
always forget that part. Okay, so
Yeah.
here's the additional 2, and yes, that time they said
There, they were
yes.
hiding on the last. Okay. All right. So that's that guy, and the last one will be the regulars in the town, and they'll have 3 dice at them.
Wow. All
Hit 2
right,
flat.
hit and flag. All right, now we get 3 dice to rally, and they do. I think we'll probe left. We'll also do a leader initiative. Activate these 2 on the left, and then Hamilton will activate his regulars.
Okay.
Phillips, I think, is just going to move on to the light artillery. Doesn't give any bonuses, but that's okay. He helps with rallies, and they will fire at your rifles and get 2 at that range, I believe. And they can ignore that, right?
Yeah, they
Okay.
can. Yep.
Uh, Purest desperation. All right. And then the Hamilton will take a run at the militia there with 4 dice ranged combat. So here goes.
Yep.
4 dice. Just 1. And I will get a combat card. So there's that. And combat card. Okay.
Let me see now. Probe the
Okay.
right with those 2. All right. So he'll take a shot at the light artillery. He's light. He's not down from moving, so he's got 2 dice. And rifle's doing the same thing, also 2 dice.
Give me a leader
I'll
check.
roll a leader check for Phillips.
Seems okay.
There's command card and take combat card. Okay.
All right. Sun is getting low in the sky. but we're gonna make our best effort here. We're gonna activate these 2 units here on the right. We're gonna throw a regular battle bonus out there for the regular unit. Try to offset.
Oh, well.
So there we go. All right. So we'll start with them against Learned. He's going to get 3 dice at that range.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing. Need a little help here, dice. Just a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot. Just a little. This one, it's just going to be 3 dice at that range. 2 for range, 1 for leader.
Actually 4. Or no, he's
Yeah,
not regular. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
3 dice. Yeah.
Okay, so 3 dice. Hit. And potentially scoring a casualty on Learned. Here's 2 dice. No. And that is all.
Okay. I'm gonna do scout, I suppose. Unlearned charging off, just like you have Hamilton charging off here. Before I do anything, I'll play sharpshooter. And he's gonna take a shot at Frazier. So we'll roll a die, seeing if we can get a saber hit on Frazier. Right color, wrong thing. So that being the case, I guess I will go up there. And I will have just 2 dice at that, though.
That's enough.
The hit.
Okay, and we'll get 2 dice back. 1 saber hit. And here's a check on Learned. Nah, wrong one.
All right. I need to draw 2 command cards and pick one. Keep that, and I think also two combat cards. Never remember, and then I have to pull all these out. I think it's 2. Yeah, 2 combat cards. Okay.
We will order our lights. So I've got remaining 3, I think. And we'll battle an additional die ranged combat, so that means 1 to there. These guys will move there.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the artillery will just fire. All right. So we'll start with the Frazier lights. We'll go after Learned. So they're going to get 2 at range, 3 for for Frazier, and 4 for the card.
Yeah, that's pretty fearsome.
All right, 4 dice. Here goes. Nothing.
Well, that is not particularly fearsome, but
no. That's pretty standard from moi. All right. Phillips then will just take a shot at your lights up there. So it's 2 at range, 1 more for the card, so 3. Or is that 1 at range? 2, 2, 1. Okay.
Yeah, 1 for range.
2 dice.
Yeah.
All right, 2 dice. Nothing. So 2 dice at the same target. Here goes. 3 dice because they're full strength. 3 hits.
Yep.
Finally, Germans get it done apparently.
Well, say they do. Let's do this. Deal a march. Up to 3.
Nice way to restructure everything.
Yeah. All right. So nobody can battle, but So these regulars are going to go 2, 2, 3. These regulars will go 1, 2, 3. I guess I'll have learned it like that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. No fighting, but draw a combat card. Okay.
We will, Hamilton sensing a trap. will activate.
Perhaps sense a trap.
It's a trap. And we do have 2 units in the center. So we'll activate them both. He's going to go there. And the others will just fire. Okay. We'll start with this one here first on yours. And they're going to get 1 at range, 2 for full strength, right? So, 2 total.
Yep.
Here goes. 2 hits.
Oh.
Should have stuck around.
I guess.
All right. Hamilton will then attempt to harass the militia here that he's adjacent to. And so he will get 2 at range,
That's right.
3 for full strength, 4 for leader, but they moved 1, so back down to 3.
Yep,
okay.
That sounds right.
Here goes 3 dice. A hit. And 1 retreat they must take.
All right. Let's see. 3 for them. 2, 3. And just 1 die. 1 lonely die for them.
Militia have been flushed. He can advance and battle again. So, damn the ahistorical nature of it. He will advance and battle again against those militia. All right, here we go again.
So I think I will play this again
Good
at
deal.
this point. So you do still get your dice
Okay.
looking for infantry in.
3 dice. Here goes. Nothing. Okay.
They do only go 2 back, so no rally check for them. You may advance if you want.
Yeah. Yes, I will advance to there and take that ground. Okay. And that is all. So I get a combat card and a command card. All right, back to you.
In as many places as we can. This guy. All right, so the 2 center ones are going to be the militia and the regular in the woods. Those 2 will be the ones on the left. For the right, our trusty friends, the rifles and the lights. So, guys will move in. That's it for movement. We'll start off with the militia. I'm gonna give them a extra die. Shooting at Hamilton. So they will be 2, 3 dice. 1 hit on him.
Okay.
And here's the leader check. These regulars first.
Okay, we'll do a first strike on them.
Okay.
Right, so we're gonna get 4 dice. 3 dice. Yeah, I had 4 until those pesky militia decided to shoot straight. So 3 dice at them. Here goes. 3.
Wow! Look at this.
Don't call it a comeback.
Suddenly, you're only 1 away from being tied here. That would be something. Well, okay. So, let's see. Let's take these regulars then. We'll shoot next at Hamilton. So they moved. So they're 2 dice.
Okay.
1 hit on Hamilton.
And take your leader check.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And 3 dice back.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 hit.
And then this regular is just going to be 1 die at him because he moved into the wood. But he gets a hit out of it.
Blast and damn.
Oh.
Take your leader check.
All right. That was everybody there. So over here, shooting at Phillips and light artillery, and they're going to have 1 die. Nope. So the rifles will do the same, and they've got 2 dice at him. Zeroed in on the cap, but that's not helping.
And I have drawn my cards that you're free to... Yeah.
You have, okay. All right, I've got mine. Look at this. Suddenly this is close.
Well,
I was up 5-0. What happened?
And it's the rally monkey.
Now you're going to end up getting all
We'll
these blocks
see.
back.
So I have, yes, everyone I need is with leaders. So here's 5 dice. I'm looking for symbols or flags. And
5 sabers.
that is very good. So Hamilton will go back to, whoops, not a hit, a rally. He'll rally to, what is the key?
Gonna get all the way up to full strength. That is just
1,
obnoxious.
2, 3 for him, and we'll take Phillips. We'll get his as well. And yep, that's all 4. Yep. Okay, and they are ordered now, right?
They are.
All right. Let's move Hamilton there, and the light artillery will fire. And we will use training on Hamilton's regulars. So they'll go after the militia here first. With 5 dice. So here goes.
2, 3.
Is full strength.
Let's see. It's 2 at range. They're 2
it's right.
And
Yeah,
then
I'm thinking they're
Phillips
grenadiers.
Hamilton.
Unfortunately, yeah, 4 dice. Okay,
Only 4 dice.
That's
I'm sorry.
Right. Here we go. And a hit and a possible retreat.
So they. Let's see. I have to take it, which means that they. So they take 1 for the flag, and then they can't retreat any of the 3 hexes, so it's 3 blocks. So they're toast. Gone. And just like that, we're tied. 5-5.
All right, and then so he will take ground. Then the light artillery will go after your lights there. We're going to get, is it 1 at range, 2 for full strength. Okay. So here goes 2 dice.
Look at this.
Dear Mr. Borg,
You have come all the way back from 5
I would like
to
to take a
9
moment to tell you how wonderful your system is. All right. Okay.
Man.
So drawing back up. And sending it to you, sir.
What to do? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, do this. Center. Be one. Yeah, we'll go with those two. What to do with this guy though? So I'm gonna send him down there. So that's all. So they will shoot at those regulars. And they're just gonna have one die. But we'll take it.
Yeah, you will. Okay, so they're gonna get 5 dice to attempt a rally, and they just barely do.
And that leaves the other one with nobody to shoot at. So about it. Except for drawing my cards. Okay. What you got?
Well, as it happens, I've got that inspired leader in the center. So we will activate Hamilton. No, activate, not attack. And he will move there and attack your regulars. Okay. So he's going to get 1 additional die from the card. So 2 at range, 3 full strength.
He doesn't get one from the card, actually. See, it's only
Oh,
units
without a leader.
a
Okay.
leader. And
Darn.
leader to get one.
Darn.
So,
Gotta read
yeah.
the letters
Darn.
and words in between. Okay, so he moved then. So 2 for range, 3 full strength, 4 for leader, -1, so 3. Yeah,
3 looks
okay.
like, yeah.
So anything to add? Nope. 3 dice. Here goes. Could be
2. Looks like I gotta take it. Give him
nice.
2 extra. Good time for that, I think. And hope he can pass a 5-die check.
Woo! They're not going in.
See, now that's like I should
You
get
know
a
what that
block
is?
back for that.
That's America
Really,
right there.
nice.
America.
We
Very
ain't going
nice.
nowhere.
Very nice. Okay, so I get a command card and a combat card. Okay. It's back to you.
Oh. Devolved into a truly bizarre game.
It has. There is no cohesion whatsoever anymore. As you said,
Just
it's
a melee everywhere.
simulating the chaos in the woods.
Yes. I'll go with this.
Okay.
Center and also leader initiative. They'll do learned with the leader initiative. Move there. That's it for movement. These regulars, they will now shoot at the militia. And they will have 1 die.
Okay. And I think we'll return fire on them.
Okay.
And so they'll get 2 dice, I think, at that range. Okay.
Yeah.
1 hit.
I tell ya. Okay. Next up, which one of these is less fraught with danger? Let's take Learned against your lights.
Okay.
If nothing else happens and they choose to stand, it looks like I've got 3 dice at them.
This is a tough one. Do I? So you'd have to get just a unit symbol on 3 dice. Otherwise, it's unit and saber. Gosh, I will. We will retire and rally.
Okay.
So go ahead.
3 dice it is.
Yeah, all right.
Pegged him.
So there you go.
Oh, look at this.
Could
6 to
go
6.
all the way. All right, Frazier then.
And then looking for 1 die for a saber. Just take this back.
Whew. All right.
No, he makes it.
And now he
He
can
makes
go
it.
1 to 3, so he will go 1, 2, 3 to the militia.
And I can advance into there.
Okay.
Okay, that was that. And then over here, regulars
Okay.
would have 2 dice at Hamilton's guy.
Okay. It is.
It is a hit.
It is a hit. All right.
And then, well, I don't know if you do. You can ignore the flag, obviously. Okay. Well, leader check first to be sure of that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
And now it is 2 at range, 3 for Hamilton. So here's 3 dice back.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 sabers.
Oh. Not looking good. 2 hits. I have a feeling you are going to pull this out unbelievably.
I think we will do forward.
Can do anything. Yeah, I think that
forward!
should do it.
We'll take it in descending order here. Actually, we'll need to do movements first. So he'll move there. He'll move there. And that is all for movement. Alright, we'll start with what we hope is the big one here.
You may as well, yeah.
Okay, so... And I think that is... Alright, or 2 at range, 3 for Hamilton. Here goes.
Show me 3 horses.
And there it is.
You got them.
Wow.
Wow. And just like that, coming back from a 5-0 deficit.
What a game.
You come back,
what
a game.
Well
done. What happened?
I don't know.
What
I
happened?
have no idea.
I might have to go back to the replay and watch how
yeah.
that happened because, man, I was not worried until I was.
No. I don't even know how to explain it. It is inexplicably.
Well, Hamilton was almost single-handedly responsible
Yeah, he is
for that. I
definitely
mean,
the
he racked up,
MVP.
I think both of the militia, right, and 2 of the regulars.
Yeah. Yep. He did. He
so
did the lion's share of the work.
Yep.
Yep.
That was more like almost a Napoleonic game where you have like the 2 or 3 blocks that just go on they're like a bowling ball that go on a spree behind enemy lines.
I did not expect.
They don't even keep a line; they just kind of wreak havoc on the side of the board. But yeah. Well, in that rally you got with Hamilton,
that was the turning point.
Me.
Yeah.
You had him down to 1 block, and you got them all back again. So that was killer.
It was. Well, great game.
So yeah, I mean, way to hang in there.
I was feeling pretty low there.
That proves the value of never ever saying die, because you come back from a huge deficit.
We say that in Combat Commander, but now that extends over to Commands and Colors too. I think never say Goonies, never say die. Well, we hope you enjoyed this Titanic battle, Freeman's Farm, Part 1. We're going to do Part 2 next week. We will switch sides, and Rob will get the British, and I will get the scrappy Continentals. But as always...
adding insult to injury again to my victory that was wiped out last week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It happened. I was there. I saw it.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this, and if you did, give us a little thumbs up, like button, click the subscription, and all that good stuff. And more than anything, we love to hear your comments down there in the bottom. If you could think of any ways that Hamilton could have been more damaging to the Continentals, then you just let us know. But yeah, we love reading your stuff. That's all I got this week. Thanks, man. What a great game.
Yeah,
And,
thank you.
you have a great week.
You too, and I'm ready for revenge next week. I'm coming at you. But thanks. Yeah, that was a great example of a game, even if it was a hard, bitter pill to swallow for me. That was really good to show just how the ebb
Yeah,
and flow
yeah.
can go
Is
back and
something
forth.
making something out of nothing. That's really gratifying for any game system. But
Yeah.
cool. Well, thank you again, and we will see you all here next week. Have a good one.